important that we remember and commit. That's the theme for this year, is to remember and commit. So we're here to remember those who were at the beginning of the HIV and AIDS epidemic, those who have transitioned, those who are still living with HIV, and us as a community, and to realize how that's all connected. We're also here to commit to showing up for our community and continuing the work to end the HIV epidemic. So give yourselves a round of applause. Y'all look good. Y'all showing up. That's what's up. I want to introduce the organizations that are behind this movement, that show up every day to make sure that this work is being done. First, we have the Wellness Center, right? Shout out to the Wellness Center. Don't that sound like somewhere you want to go? Right? The Wellness Center, that sounds fresh, right? And we also have the LA County has funded this whole event. Let me, you know, when people give you money, you got to read the credits. Let me, you got to read the credits. This funding is by the U.S. Centers for Disease Control in preventing ending the HIV epidemic grant and the County of Los Angeles Department of Health, Division of HIV and STD programs. That's what, and give it up for that, yeah. And that's how we have the Hive. I'm part of the Hive. Buzz, buzz. Any Hivers in here? Buzz, 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 buzz. The Hive is composed of 8 cohorts. You ever cohorted? See, y'all not that's the problem. You feel me? Y'all not cohorting. We got 8 cohorts, right? Women of color. Any women of color cohorts? There we go. South LA cohorts in the building. There we go. East LA. Okay, there we go. We got Black, same gender loving. Okay, we got in the building. There we go. Latinx, same gender loving. Oh, okay, we got 1. Get his number. We got the youth, young adult. Any Gen Zers in the building? Key? All right. And we got TGI. So I want to thank our project coordinators, Diamond Xavier, Garrett, and Pastor Sammy, Kenya, Sophia, Anthony, and me. That's the Hive, buzz, buzz. That's the Hive. Buzz, buzz. And also, I'm biased on this last one because they pay me. This nonprofit organization is unapologetically Black, South LA on purpose, and they arm minorities against addiction. Give it up for the Mod Institute. Yes, all those come together to make events like this happen for us. So I'm so happy for that. Next slide. Yes, we're going to set intentions really quickly so we can be clear and, you know, be in the right heart space for this event. Our first intention is we're here to experience the importance of having community conversations like the one we're about to have about issues that affect us directly and to realize how powerful we are together. That's our first intention. Next slide. Second intention is to create a safe space for all comments, thoughts, and feelings and identities. Some perspectives need to be unlearned. That's why we're here to learn. Some need to be accepted, but all perspectives need to be heard. Next slide. We're also here to start destigmatizing how we view HIV and how we treat people living with HIV. Because we haven't been showing up correctly in that space. So we're here to destigmatize that and show some love. Next intention, our last one, we're here to get equipped with information that could save our lives. And destigmatize our thoughts, because stigma is silly, you feel me? And get free stuff. Y'all want some free stuff? Okay, and laugh. Our comedy lineup is lit. So we're gonna start with our panel. Our panel is so amazing. I am so excited to introduce this panel. First, we have coming to the stage Director of HIV Prevention Services at East LA Women's Center, where their mission is to ensure that all women, girls, and their family live in a safe place, health, and personal well-being, free from violence, abuse, and equal access to necessary health services and social support, with the emphasis on the Latin community. My favorite Tia, please welcome Thelma Garcia. Give it up for Thelma, come on. Okay. Yes. Our next panelist is the host of the new and improved Michael Coyer morning show, streaming on YouTube and Facebook Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. from Los Angeles. You've seen him in Blackish. You've seen him in House Party 3. He was in one of the best sitcoms of all time, Martin, and he has so much more on the horizon. He's a fixture in comedic history. He's hard to ignore and impossible to forget. Please clap it up for Michael Coyer. Yeah, Michael, come on. Come on, Cat Daddy. Yeah, that's how you do that. You got the feather and everything. Okay. That's what I'm talking about right there. I'm gonna let y'all look at him a little. Y'all haven't seen this in a long time. Y'all haven't seen this type of pimpery. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen this type of pimpery in a long time right here. Okay.
Y'all play too much.
And I want to do something special. I want to invite someone from the audience, a woman of color from the audience, to come be a part of the panelists. Anybody brave enough to come and be a part of a panelist? I'm going to pick somebody. Right here? Come on up. Come on down. Come on down. Come on down. She don't want to come, sir. She don't want to come. All right, we're going to come back to that. I'm going to let y'all get y'all courage. Okay, come on. There, give her some courage, family. Give her some courage. There we go. We're going to get to know her while we're waiting for her. He is the director of the Mod Institute. He can be seen on copious websites pertaining to anything that's enriching the communities. He's the director and president of most things in LA. He's a trusted ear, a wise word. He's heavy on the I got feedback and let me tell it. He's the reason I say things like shared language and strategic planning. Please welcome the original tall, dark, and handsome, Gerald Garth. Our next panel, where's the woman that's supposed to be here?
Sitting right here.
Okay, there she goes, because I ain't playing, you gonna be here.
She's stealth.
The next person is the president of the National Association of Black Journalists, and with an amazing nonprofit that creates and holds space for BIPOC communities and the media industry by fostering dialogue and something else. It's when they print backwards and frontwards too, you know.
I have feedback.
Take your time. You're a good reader.
Thank you, Michael. Appreciate that. Jared Hill. Jared Hill. Welcome Jared Hill to the building. He got a book coming out that's out right now, Historically Black Phrases. He's been a strong HIV advocate, right? And just one of the friendliest faces you're going to see.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Welcome our panelists.
Hey, Shelly.
Yeah.
You want to introduce our new?
Yeah, thank you, Michael. It's my co-host, Michael Coyer. This is what he do. All right, let's find out who had the courage to come up here. What's your name, ma'am?
I'm almost scared. Let me get the microphone.
Yeah, get your mic.
I'm almost scared to say it, but then when I see a microphone, it's like, ooh. So anyway, my name is Wanda Evans, and I live in Inglewood.
Inglewood?
Inglewood, always up to all good.
Well, welcome.
And what brought you here tonight?
they were having the event on Market Street, and so me and my son and my daughter, we thought we'd come out and walk around, but I'm going to say this really, really quick. Nothing is per chance with God. And
Oh, we got the right one.
I think I'm here because
Somebody
I think
came with
I'm
a
here
word
because
on today.
He brought me here, and that's all I got to say about that.
All right. Thank you so much for saying that. So look, I always wanted a talk show, right? So we're going to play this like Ricky Lake. You remember that? So if y'all want to say something, a comment, or have a question for the panelists, let me know. I'm going to come to y'all like a talk show. Help me live out my dream of having a talk show. All right. So our first question for the panelists, everyone will answer. When was the first time you heard about HIV or AIDS? What was your first experience with that? Oh, can I get a slide? Go ahead. No, not that one. Not that one. Go back the other way. There we go. Panelist. When was your first time hearing about HIV or AIDS? What was your first experience? We'll start here. Thelma.
My first experience was about 30 years ago, working at a clinic. Didn't know what HIV was. And so I started working there, and they gave me an opportunity to do this work. First, because I spoke Spanish, and my second job, because I spoke English. So that has been my work, how I started through HIV.
Beautiful, beautiful. Michael Coyer, what was your first time ever hearing about HIV or AIDS?
You know, maybe 36 years ago, I think I was here in '86 when we first got here and was doing Venice Beach then. And when I got here, they wasn't even really calling it AIDS yet. They didn't have a real name for it. They was calling it a gay white man's disease. And they were sort of not even paying attention to anyone else who was getting it. And when I got here, they wouldn't even, you couldn't buy a commercial on radio or television for condoms when all you needed was a condom. But because society had deemed it dirty or whatever, they wouldn't even, you couldn't buy a commercial. So I would say probably '86, between '86 and '87 the first time, yeah.
Wow, thank you for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to agree with, I want to piggyback off Michael. It was 30-something years ago, and I'm going to say 30-something years ago because of my brother. I don't want to speak about him yet because I think that's going to come back around. But the media, that's what was in your ear. So they didn't say in particular it was man, woman. A man's disease. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It just, there was nothing you could do about it. It was like taboo, and don't go to any bathhouses, and all this negativity, but nothing with regards to, but you can do this to make it better. You can go here to get the information to learn all about it. So that was my understanding during that time.
Wow.
It's called ignorance.
Wow.
I'm sorry, I had to say that.
No, don't apologize. No, don't be sorry for calling out ignorance. That's what we're here for, okay? And that's what we're here for.
That's what we need to do, actually.
Dre?
Yes. I remember I was maybe about 10 or 11 years old. My mother remarried, so my stepdad had a brother who was larger than life. He just was very high energy, and you knew him to just be that sort of quirky uncle in that way. And over the course of a handful of months, he started to get much smaller, much thinner. His energy had depleted. He got very sick very quickly, and he eventually very soon died. And so my mother, very early on, had a conversation with me around what HIV was, what AIDS was, and how AIDS without treatment really was impactful. And so I'm really grateful for my mother, even at that time that was in the mid-90s, really sort of giving, like my sister said too, giving voice so that ignorance doesn't continue. So I was maybe about 10 or 11.
Wow.
I'm having a hard time remembering the first time I've heard of AIDS. Like, I remember so much of my exposure to a lot was television, right? Seeing things on talk shows and on sitcoms and things like that. And I imagine, I think the first time I remember hearing about HIV or AIDS was probably on the Oprah show with Greg Louganis talking about being an Olympic athlete and being positive and being queer, or being gay, because we weren't using queer queer was pejorative at that time. And so I think that was the first time that I heard someone talk about being HIV positive, but that was also the first time that I identified with the language of being gay. I was like, oh, that's what I am. And I identified as a 10-year-old with him talking about being uncomfortable being in public and not being able to speak about his life. And like being a 10-year-old, I remember liking a boy when I was 6, but not being able to identify that and say like, oh, this is attraction. I was a first grader. I was like, he's pretty and I want to be his friend. And so I didn't have that language, but Greg Louganis on Oprah was probably the first time that I had any like real sense of HIV or AIDS and its attachment to queer people. Wow.
Thank you all for sharing that. Anybody in the audience want to share the first time they heard about AIDS or HIV? Come on, stand up. Stigma is silly. Speak on it.
Hello, everyone. My name is Paula, and I first heard about HIV in 1988 when I was diagnosed. There weren't many lesbians diagnosed. I worked at the Gay and Lesbian Community Service Center as a teenager when it was on Highland, and all we had back in the day was P21 at Big General. I'm sure you remember it. You know, and there was stigmatism on it. All we had was the AZT back in the day, you know. And just let me say this. Anyone who is living with HIV, AIDS, we are all very blessed. We're very blessed not to only be alive, but to be able to have conversation on this issue, you know. And I have no problem with anyone. I've been on panels, I've done all that, you know. And the biggest thing, and I want to thank you, sister, you know, the biggest thing is that we keep the information, the real information out there, you know. And it's for the young folk that are coming up behind old people like me, that they get the correct information, you know, because there's a lot of suicides going on with our kids behind HIV and AIDS because they don't have the right information, you know, and just grateful to be here.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, I remember the first time I heard about HIV was Eazy-E. Y'all remember when Eazy-E got it? And then I feel like they told us, and then he passed away. And then it created, I feel like, because we didn't have more information around it, it created more fear. It was like, oh, this is wild. Sir, what's your name? Stigma is silly. Speak on it.
My name is Damian Gill. I heard about AIDS. I ain't gonna tell you when I can't tell you when I first heard about AIDS, but I heard Magic Johnson had like HIV. And that's like, I was like, what that is? You know what I mean? HIV is, what you call it?
It's a human immunodeficiency virus.
Human
Immunodeficiency.
deficiency.
Immunodeficiency.
Deficiency virus.
That's close enough.
That's what I heard. But Eazy-E got the same thing. And look at Magic Johnson. And I'm like, you know, you know, one of my brothers like, the white man know he got cured for AIDS. You know, he just don't want to let the people know about it. You know, but he know he got cured for AIDS. I'm like, what? But look, let's go real deep.
We can't really hear you, brother.
Hold on.
Speak up, man.
Huh?
Speak up. We can't really hear you.
All right. I was saying the white man know that he got cured for AIDS. But I don't know that for sure. My brother tell me that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that for sure. But Eazy-E got the same disease that Magic Johnson got. See, Magic Johnson, he took care of himself. He's a ball player. You know, he's a basketball player, and he took care of himself. You know, as far as when it comes to this, you know, the medications and stuff. And then I'm like, how did Magic Johnson outlive Eazy-E?
Well, you bring up a very good point. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
About education, right? A lot of people don't know what's going on with HIV, right? Is there a cure? Are people still dying? What is the situation? I would like to ask this question for Thelma Garcia, right? Can you explain to the crowd what U equal U mean?
U equals U means that you can have the virus and it's so low that you cannot transmit it to somebody else.
Okay.
That's the bottom line. With treatment, if you are in treatment and you keep in treatment, you can manage the virus to the point where you're not gonna transfer it to somebody else.
Did y'all hear that? U equals U means, say it, Tyson.
Undetectable equals untransmittable.
That's correct.
Let's say that again.
Let's say that one more time. Come on, panelists. Can I get, what does U equal U mean?
Undetectable means, undetectable equals untransmittable, meaning if you have the virus, you only have so much of it in your system that you're not able to transmit it to other people because you are on medication and it's been suppressing your system.
Right, that's destigmatizing in itself, right? Because a lot of people are scared of HIV, but there's no reason to be scared of it. And there's no reason to treat people who are living with HIV with fear. Because as long as they take care of themselves, stay in a medical regimen, they cannot pass HIV, right?
Can I add something?
Please add something.
To the point where now women can breastfeed their children, which is a big change.
Thank you for bringing that up, because women are very rarely brought up in the conversation with HIV, right? Why do you think that is, panelists? Anybody from the panel, why do you think that is?
I'll start.
Okay.
I know historically it's been shared a few times already that much of the stigma and just visibility around HIV and AIDS has been centered around men. And even a lot of the engagement through studies, through messaging, through marketing have really historically centered men or male-identified folks. And so it has not been until very recently that there's been a very intentional effort to center women and women's voices and women's bodies and women's experiences. But there's a lot of catching up to do in that space. And so a lot of the education and information is really empowering and aligning women to know that there is treatment for women. There's treatment, prevention for women, and not necessarily as an afterthought to men's initiatives, but really prioritizing women.
Absolutely. Anybody have a comment or a question about what you've just heard? All right, I want to go back to the stigma, right? I read somewhere that the opposite of addiction was social connection. My question to the panel, with that context, what do you think the opposite of stigma is? We'll start with you, Jared.
Oh, God. Right, I'm like, now why am I in it? If the opposite, you're saying the opposite of addiction is social connection?
Yes.
So what would the opposite of stigma be?
Correct.
Oh, I don't know. I would say, I think the opposite of stigma would be probably information. right? I think stigma is really based on bad or old information. And I know for myself, as a person who's been positive for 11 years now, so much of stigma has impacted me even up until now, right? Like I worked at a place called Aid Atlanta in Atlanta where we put on the AIDS Walk, and it's a clinic where people come in and get treatment. But a lot of times you see people who are not in great health when I was there. And so like that was the image that I had of HIV, and I was doing work in HIV and AIDS, right? And was friends with folks that did a lot of different kinds of work and got a lot of education. But the things that were in front of me, the images that were being presented to me were often challenging images, and that kind of stigma stayed with me. And I think that was really rooted in my ignorance. And so I would say the opposite of stigma might be education.
Amazing. Mr. Jarl Garth, what do you think?
I'd say I had a couple minutes to think about it too, because when it
mean,
came around,
I think
was like,
I did
"Ooh."
okay.
I think
I
you
think
did
I
great.
did
You
pretty
did
well.
great. I approve. Yes, I would say the opposite of stigma is humanity.
Ooh, come on now.
And so
I want to say humanity, I think, is
No.
really.
you trying to take my answer, y'all. I said it first.
Can we talk about?
Yeah, and I say that because so much of what we look at when it comes to stigma is removing the human experience from our thoughts.
Right.
And so much of what we are able to do when we are doing this work is humanize experiences. And Shelley, you mentioned earlier when we are introducing the work, is that we really intentionally at Ahmad center our work on human experience.
Yes, we do.
And so, yeah, and come on, we can celebrate that.
Yes, we
Yeah.
do. Yes,
Ahmad.
we do.
And so much of how we're able to sustain the work and grow the work and position individuals to combat stigma, to be community champions, to be able to come into spaces like this is by putting the human experience first. And so I say how we combat stigma is to see people as people.
That's beautiful. The first word in HIV is human. Yeah. Our community member, what do you think the opposite of stigma is? No, you got to come up with your own. No.
This is where you say humanity. Yes.
No, they both said. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. They not too much.
That's right, eBay.
You can pull the mic
Let me
closer
bring
to
it
you,
down
too.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, they both said it.
Oh, thank you.
They both said it, and the biggest thing for me is the information. If you're giving information that's incorrect or incomplete, then you form an opinion, right? And that's all you got to go on. My mind is about to go somewhere else.
Take us there. Come on.
Activism.
Let's go on a
But
ride.
no, because I'm thinking about homelessness, and I don't want to I don't want to do that. So anyway, let me just say this. My brother, my younger brother, was homeless for over 30 years. That was by choice. Drugs and alcohol. He's not a gay man. He was addicted to drugs and alcohol. And one day he came home, and we went to a store, and we sat outside in the parking lot in this store. And he said, I want to share something with you. He said, I haven't been able to share it because I didn't know how you and the family would take it. He says, I have HIV. And I know if I tell you and my family, the family, you're not gonna love me anymore. You're not gonna care about me. People in the audience, that was a turning point for me. That was a turning point for me because everything that I've heard, it didn't reference, well, if you have a drug addiction, if you're on the streets, if you're using dirt, they didn't do that. They pointed it specifically. And panel, correct me if I'm wrong, it was a gay man's disease.
Gay white man's disease.
Yeah. Very specific. Thank you, Mike.
Get clear.
Okay.
I'm glad.
He clarified it. But depending upon your lifestyle, it could have been me. it could have been anybody, but it was my brother. So he turned on a light for me, and out of my ignorance came education. So I don't even remember what the
Opposite of
question
stigma.
was. The stigma.
Yeah, there we are.
The opposite of stigma. I just say people read. Read. We're all human and going through a human experience. I don't know any of these folks up here, but they my brothers and my sisters.
I don't know these people either.
I'm just and whatever I can do to make things better for them and for me, I'm gonna do that.
That's what's up.
And that's humanity for me.
Yeah. And that is, give it up for that, yeah. Showing up. Showing up is the opposite of stigma. Michael Coyer.
Now what you got to say about it?
I think that all of you gave variations on what I think is the correct answer, which I think is information. You know, I think the opposite is information. I think information is everything. I mean, we are where we are because the people who have the power to do stuff don't even want to hear the information. They don't even want to know about it. They would rather stick their head in the sand. But to bring your head up into the light and look at what's really going on and look at what people are having to deal with and then putting proper money behind that is what it's about. When we started helping 35 years ago, we was doing art auctions and concerts and everything we could to raise money for awareness because that's the biggest part. People act like they don't know shit. And if it didn't happen to them, they don't want to know the shit, you know? So it's about the information and getting it to the people and letting them folks know that there's not this imminent danger. When I started, there was one thing. You had HIV, you had AIDS, your ass died. Period. End of fucking story. There was no other way. So every time somebody would get ill, everybody would mostly be terrified that they're going to die, you know? But if we had information even then, we would know it's not necessarily a death sentence. We had to go through a whole lot of crazy-ass drugs just to get to that first AZT thing. That took a long time just to find the first thing that was almost it. And now we have like this fine gentleman to end. 11 years you have been positive, 11 years and healthy as can be. So if we talk about it, we learn what to do, we can fix it. I think it's information. Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Thelma Garcia, what's the opposite of stigma?
Well, I think it's all these parts that everybody has said. It's not one thing. It's not one word.
That's right.
It's a collection of many things for different people. But I think if people understand what HIV is and don't want to define the person for what they have, but for the person that they are. Also, we have to break the fear. That's what you're just saying. Like, people don't want to know about HIV because if they don't know, they're not going to be responsible. So to me, it's the fear of understanding what HIV is, the fear of getting tested. So we have to break that. Not only a stigma, but the fear.
Absolutely. Patterns, right? We got to break those patterns. We have an audience member here right now. Uzo, what do you think the opposite of stigma is?
I would say understanding and inclusion. Yeah.
Absolutely. A community effort. I love that. Thank you for sharing that. You talked about medication, Thelma, just a few minutes ago. I got you next. Can you tell us a little about PrEP and PEP, right? These are HIV prevention medications that are out here on the market and are above 95% proven to be effective. Thelma, tell us a little bit about PrEP and PEP, please.
Pre-exposure prophylaxis.
Uh-huh.
Pre, before.
Pre, that's PrEP.
PrEP.
That's PrEP.
Post-exposure prophylaxis, after.
PEP, after.
So
go ahead. No, go ahead. No, you. No, you got to do it.
I think everybody should know this by heart by now.
Right.
Because PrEP is what it's going to be now. You take a pill every day or you take an injection and you're good. No judgment. And to me, that's how PrEP should be. And that's why women are not taking PrEP A lot of more women need to know about PrEP. I work with women. That's my job. I've been doing this for 27 years at the East LA Women's Center. We have groups for HIV positive women. And when we started the group, none of the women knew about this. 2023, and women did not know about PrEP, don't know about PEP. You tell them this, and they're like, why is it out on the TV? Why can I know about it without it? And the fear that somebody's going to judge them if they take the medication. So PrEP is for you to take it before, so you protect yourself and prevent for the virus to go into your body. And PEP, if the condom breaks, it doesn't matter, you go run to the doctor and you tell them you ask for it because it's there and they can give it to you right away within the 72 hours. You have that time so the virus doesn't multiply. And that's for men and women. So, is that good?
That's good.
I'd like to add
Yes. Absolutely. Anybody else want to shed more light on PrEP and PEP?
I would, yes.
Yes.
That was wonderful, Thelma. I think that's fantastic. Just to kind of reiterate a few points, is that PrEP and PEP are for people who are HIV negative. And so it's really important that if you are considering a PrEP regimen that you certainly connect with your doctor because there's a number of just tests to make sure that not only are you HIV negative, but that the medication would respond well to your body. And then also PrEP should be taken as prescribed. And so PrEP as a pill regimen should be taken daily. And so if something else might work better for you, you should certainly talk to your doctor about it. But PrEP is an option. Many folks have compared PrEP, the one pill regimen, like a birth control regimen, where you're able to take this daily pill to prevent the acquisition of HIV, should there be an exposure. And so again, PrEP is before. So this is a way you can take medicine. And then there's been advances as well. Thelma mentioned there's now injectables and there's all these other kind of advances in what prevention regimen looks like. So certainly, again, talk to your doctor about that. And again, PEP is post-exposure. So should there have been a potential exposure, like Thelma mentioned, condom break, but any other type of, potential exposure. Could be a long weekend, a long night, good date, whatever it is. But there might have been, there might have been
had a good old time.
Listen, just vacation, heat of the moment. I'm sure we can run down the list, but, well, I'm going to speak for myself. However, let me say it. But PEP is post-exposure. And what's really important is that that regimen should begin within 72 hours of the potential exposure. So keeping in mind that that 72-hour window is really important at the point of exposure. And how that works is there's a treatment of medication that an individual takes to stop HIV should it be in one system before, like Thelma said, it starts to replicate. So again, just reiterating, these are two regimens that are for HIV negative individuals, pre, before, post, after.
Thank you so much. We have an audience member here.
I would also say if PrEP is like a birth control pill, PEP is like the Plan B pill.
Right.
So
That's easier to remember that way.
Yeah.
To the audience, Stigma, Silly, speak on it.
Well, first I just want to say thank you for explaining PEP and PrEP. And I just want to take it back a step because, yes, obviously HIV has a stigma, but there's stigma that goes beyond HIV and AIDS, right? Even just in the healthcare industry in general. Like, as a Black lesbian, imagine if my doctor had said to me, well, here's the things that you can take. Here's, there's PrEP, there's this. And actually took the time to educate. They're like, oh, you're, a low risk, so you don't have to worry. I have to, beg them to give me any kind of STD test. And it's just, really being an advocate for your own health and how the healthcare system has failed, especially people of color, right? So I think if we, someone said, consult your doctor. It's like, how many people have an actual doctor that they consult and talk to about their issues? And I feel like lies the problem, is that this country in particular doesn't really advocate for health. They don't want you to be healthy. They want you to, be ignorant because it helps them control that narrative. So I think we have to destigmatize just education as a general thing and healthcare as a general rule of thumb, like, you know, eating well, exercise, all those like really basic things that maybe at this point we might take for granted. But, you know, growing up, you ask the question, like, when did you hear about HIV? I'm like, I heard about it through TLC and through a movie about a boy who got a blood transfusion, right? Like, you know, there was no conversation about that in my household. There's no conversation at school. I mean, I did see that movie at school, but it's like, you know, that limited conversation that people are actually having about these very important topics. I think we have to really kind of revolutionize how we operate as a society to focus on health and wellness.
Absolutely. That's why we're here today. Give it up for that comment. I got another audience comment. Lilith, stigma is silly. You chewing. I'm going to let you chew. No, go ahead and digest your food.
She on the empanada, aren't you?
She's the empanada.
See?
Yeah, that's the
With the
empanada.
sauce?
Yeah, who got an empanada tonight? Yeah, that's fire, right? That was it. Okay.
So you keep stalling. She almost ready.
I'm going to come back. The empanada is thick, so you got to wash it down with something, sweetie. I'm going to come back to you. Okay, Linnell, I got one back here, making me walk. Got my steps in. That's all right. Come on, stigma is silly. Speak on it.
All right, so those of you that know me know that I always talk about awareness. And so with everything that everybody is saying in here, and I am one of the amazing therapists at the Ahmad Institute. Let me go ahead and say that right now.
Well, now.
But I always talk about awareness, and I think everybody in here has hit on that a little bit. And the reason that that is important, once again, is because of education. You know, when you are aware, you know better and you do better. But it also goes into us being comfortable having uncomfortable conversations. And I think somebody mentioned that, but we need to mention it more so there can be more spaces like this. Because if we don't have more spaces like this, the awareness that we're looking for, the education that we're talking about will not happen. So we have to continue to push one another and advocate for one another so we can get this knowledge out there. So.
That's great. If I can just, I think that's amazing. And
Yes,
thank you,
please,
Linnell.
speak on it.
That really encapsulates, because my sibling in the front, a few folks have said, we talked about information, education, and advocacy, but those all need to point to access. And so if we don't have access to information, education, or even safe conversations, the work stops. And so added to that list, we need to ensure that access is a part, because you cannot talk to a doctor you don't have. You cannot access treatment that you don't know about. So again, just adding access to the conversation.
I'm glad you brought up access. This is for Thelma. Tell us about the work that's being done at the East Los Angeles Women's Center.
Our agency has been around for 47 years. It has been there from the very beginning as the first sexual assault and domestic violence bilingual line in the nation. It was the first HIV information line for HIV, which I was part of it at the beginning, and I wanted to share that since you asked me. I used to answer the hotline, and I remember questions about, simple questions back 27 years ago. There was one specific call that this person who owned a building said, I need somebody to come to my building because a person died and he had AIDS. And I said, so what do you need? And he says, I need for everybody, to remove the bathtub, to remove the carpet, because the person was living here. Wow, right? Not too long ago. Another similar call to say, you know, what do I do? Because somebody who had AIDS was here in this space, and I need to clean the tables with, you know, Clorox or whatever. And I was like, where have we been in 27 years for people to still think that this is possible? So access and education, it has to be together. So East LA Women's Center has prevention education for cisgender women, Latina, mujeres.
Come on, mujeres.
Mujeres. for education and prevention. But the sad part about it is that we're the only ones still doing education and prevention for Latino women. Why? Yeah. And that's just me. I know that there's the need for the African American women, African women, because I know there's a difference. Yeah. It's education and it's access. So now we're doing a seeking safety program for HIV positive Latina women. And that's the other parts of the questions that you ask, is that the women need a safe space to be able to talk and feel safe, don't feel judged, to be able to build their skills, to be able to get educated, to be able to maintain care. So it's a community. If we want to talk about it, we are in a crisis center. When somebody gets, this is my point of view, my personal point of view, but I know that that's what happens in our agency, is that I believe that when somebody gets diagnosed with HIV, automatically the person is in trauma. Yes, because it's a disease that is going to change your life. Exactly. And so you need the support of everyone in the community, from your doctor to your therapist to your neighbor, to society in general, and not being judged. So the Isla Women will continue doing services. We do bilingual services. It's open to the community. We provide domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking services. And we welcome everyone. So
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Sweet.
I appreciate you, Thelma.
That's great.
Thelma, you definitely invited to the barbecue. You feel me?
A lot.
Indeed, okay. Okay, due to time, we have one more question for the panelists. And this is the most important question of the night. And plot twist, you can't piggyback. You got to say something unique from the next person. But I ask you, our panelists today, how do we end the HIV epidemic? I'm going to start with you, Jared. I know, okay, all right. Okay, you're right.
Now, what in the hell?
Michael Courier. I'm going to start with Michael Courier. How do we, okay, you don't want it either?
Yeah, what's the answer, Michael? Huh? Huh?
Okay, I know, Gerald got feedback. How do we end the HIV epidemic?
I'm going to go last because I feel like the people might want to say something I might say. So,
You can't say the same thing. Plot twist.
because you know I got a lot to say, so I don't want to eat up everything. You want to go first, Wanda?
Cut it out. She called Mike. Go, Mike.
Go ahead, Mom. Oh, I don't know how I get back to me. I
Y'all playing Uno. Y'all reversing it and all that. Come on now. How do we end the HIV epidemic? We don't got all
I just gave up sex completely. Fuck it.
I'm out.
I learned to get comfortable with myself.
I can't take it.
And I have nice
That's not my answer.
I wasn't going to say that.
Conversations
So.
with myself first, and I don't have to take any of the pills though because it's just me. No, I just think there's only one answer. Folks have to step up. The only way this ends is folks have to step up and understand that humanity is for all of us, that everybody's our brothers and sisters. So you have to help everybody. You can't just help the portion of society that's your people, the people who roll with you, but you have to help everybody who's in any type of pain, any type of anything that's not healed. We as a people have to heal each other. So the only way we can ever end this is first lift the education, talk about it out loud, airware. Don't make it something that you're ashamed of. You can't talk about it. You're nervous. You don't want to say something because you're afraid of what someone will think of you. You just got to speak up and be honest about it. And we have to go after every establishment that has monies that could help us. And we got to go strong. We got to write them. I mean, I learned this from white people. You know, no, because black people, we be mad and shit, and we just talk about to each other. White folks write everybody. They write their mama, the congressman, the mayor, the president. They pick it. So we have to go after these institutions hard and remind them the importance of us as a people. We still have a right to live like everybody else, you know? And so that's the only way to heal it is get in their ass.
I love that. I love that. Mm-hmm. Who else on the panel want to go next?
I think that was great, Michael. Yeah, I'll just add a few things. or further lift some things that were already brought into the space tonight. We talked about information, which is the actual materials themselves.
Yes.
Education is us digesting and operationalizing on the information. Advocacy is being able to speak out and up. You know, so much of what we do, too, like Michael said, where we are, you know, gathering, but advocacy is putting that into action. And action looks different for all of us. It might be writing the newspaper or the president. It might be spaces like this. So I encourage folks to find what your lane is in this work. You know, we have such a dynamic team at Ahmad, and we are always looking at how do we align our work in a way that responds to whole people. Right. And so my sibling in the front said, that might be food insecurity.
Come on.
That might be housing insecurity. As you know, when we talk about, you know, addressing HIV as a virus, how can you address that without looking at people's mental and emotional health and where they live and where they feel safe? And even one thing, too, that we lift at Ahmad, too, is a sense of safety and community. You know, so much of how folks have found themselves in risky spaces or making risky choices is because they felt like they didn't belong. They were trying to find themselves, trying to find some version of themselves that they felt mattered. And so many folks have not known what safety and community has looked like. So I encourage folks to create safety, create space, even like Michael said, to just holding space for each other in a way that validates and affirms each other. That is prevention work. So to your question, the tools exist. We have prevention tools, we have treatment tools, we have various modalities. We have champions like the folks in this room who can really move the work. It's really now at this point, it's making sure that we're taking the conversation out of here to those who need it most. We're holding those institutions accountable to make sure that they are resourcing the work in a way in which we are the experts of our own experience. And then we are on the other side to receive people as they're moving through this journey. Thelma said it well, it's very traumatizing. You imagine a life-changing diagnosis like that, finding a person. They need safety. They need community. They need a reimagining of what life looks like. So that is also part of the work. So I encourage folks to find what your role is in the work and get to work.
Come on, reimagine.
Nice.
Listen.
Nice.
Gerald will reimagine this whole audience if we let him. To you, Jared Hill.
All right,
How are we going to end HIV epidemic?
First of all, following that, thanks.
Well, you didn't want to go first. I tried to give it to you.
Look, you did this to yourself. So I feel like as a person that works in media, we're always having conversations about representation, and I think a lot of those conversations get really dry because it's like, oh, representation, representation, representation. But as we've been having this conversation, I've been thinking about how few images I've seen that I've identified with as an HIV positive person. And this week has been like the first time that I've discussed being HIV positive in public, right? And so
let me give you that.
Give it up for that, yes.
Yes, sir.
I host a podcast, and like I've mentioned it, but we haven't like had in-depth conversations about it. And one of the things that's been kind of, you know, moving around in me this week is thinking about representation and the fact that I have this platform, I have a podcast, I have a book, I have a following, I have all these other things, but like my friend and colleague was saying to me earlier this week that HIV isn't really part of the brand, part of my brand. And that stuck with me in a way that I didn't really like. And it made me think about how many people know of me or my work, but don't think about HIV and don't think about living and thriving with HIV when they think about me.
Yes, sir.
And as we're talking about stigma and the ways that we can eradicate stigma and reduce stigma and better educate people, I think that sometimes the representation piece is missing here. I think about how the only time I've ever seen a story that even came close to what my experience was of being diagnosed or living with HIV was Pray Tell on Pose. Because when I was diagnosed, I was in the hospital, I was there with a friend, and I had taken 1 million different tests, and nothing was coming back, and I had just been tested for HIV within the weeks prior to that, and was negative. And I remember the doctor coming in and saying, hey, we want to chat with you. Do you want to have your friend stay in or out? And I had my friend step out, and they told me you're HIV positive. We've run this test. We've run a confirmatory test, but it's 99%, et cetera. And I remember sitting there just stunned by the information. Yeah. And I couldn't hear anything else after what he'd said. And the first thought that I had was, who is going to love me now?
Me.
Wow.
Thank you. Who else? That's right. We love you, Jared. We love you. No, here I come. That's it. That's it.
Whew, okay, all right.
We here with you.
Thank you.
So you did figure out a way to follow that.
Hey. You follow, you got it.
You did that. You did that. I'm gonna let you have
He
it.
did that.
Thank you, Michael. I see you. We see each other, yes. But I think about how important it is for us to have better representation of our stories, because I think that when we can see our stories being told better, when we can identify with people that we see on screen and be like, oh, that's what that looks like. Oh, that's what it looks like to be positive. Or that's what it looks like to have that experience. I think we can better identify with those people. And earlier you said that the opposite of addiction is connection, I believe you worded it. But I think the opposite of stigma might be also be connection, because so often we hear people talk about, oh, I only changed my mind about queer people because my son was gay, or because my daddy was, or whomever. And I think the same thing is true with HIV. We don't have a lot of conversations about it in popular culture, but I think knowing someone who's positive or seeing someone that you can recognize that is positive, I think would be helpful. And I'm gonna stop talking because my eyes is all wet.
We love you, Jared Hill. We love you, Jared Hill. Thank you so much. Thank you all to our panelists for sharing their stories. Our community member that showed up. No, you did that. You did that. I really appreciate that. Give it up for them, please, one more time. Yes. Uh-oh. It's part of my talk show.
Not
Who's
this
at,
Ricky Lake.
who's at the door? Yes, Ricky Lake. I told you I wanted a talk show.
I worked on the Ricky Lake show.
Who's
back in the day.
who's at the door, y'all? Oh my goodness, it's the Los Angeles Rams. Well, I mean, it's not the players or the cheerleaders or the coaches, but it's the staff. The Los Angeles Rams staff is here.
Good evening, everyone. My name's Jonathan Franklin, Director of Social Justice for the Los Angeles Rams, and really excited to be here. Very powerful conversation. I appreciate you all sharing your stories. And while I'm here, just to kind of share some context, in 1946, we signed a gentleman by the name of Kenny Washington. Kenny Washington broke the color barrier after a 12-year ban of black players in the NFL. And we were excited to sign Kenny Washington because he created a pathway of access for so many people. He leveled the playing field, he inspired change. And Kenny Washington wore jersey number 13. So every month we go around and we identify game changers and playmakers throughout the community that is truly inspiring change, that is a trailblazer in their own respective field. And today, we're excited to honor and select a playmaker, which is Gerald Goff, and provide a $5,000 check on behalf of the Los Angeles Rams. So thank you for all the work that you're doing, the change that you're creating. Congratulations.
Nice. Wow. Can you actually cash that?
I think you can do it on the app.
Oh, give it up for Gerald. Is that a check? Okay, yeah. Yeah, let me go ahead and hold that for you. Okay, give it up for our panelists again. No. Thank you so much, Jared Hill, Gerald Garth, community member.
Wanda Evans.
Wanda Evans. I always love a good Wanda. Michael Courier, Thelma Garcia. Give it up one more time. Thank y'all so much. Jared, y'all can exit the stage for me. I know you're having a good time, but you ain't gotta go home. Jared, Jared Hill has a book out right now called Hysterically Black. I'm sorry.
Historically black phrases from my one of your little friends. So who all gonna be there? And it is a dictionary of our language, of Black language, where we're celebrating the language that we've seen over the years. And Michael Collier. We have books for everyone here. I've signed them, and you all can take one home at the end of the day. So.
Wait. That's not correct.
Not correct.
So look under your seats. This is my Oprah moment. You tried to steal my Oprah moment. Oh, yeah. Look under your seats. If you have a yellow hive tag under your seats, or if you see one close to you, yes, you're going home with an autographed book by Jared Hill, Historically Black. You about to look for him. Thank you again so much, Jared, for coming. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you, Michael Corey. Okay.
So may I just say, excuse me, shh, excuse me. I have a morning show on YouTube. I don't know, you might not have seen it. It's called the Michael Collier Morning Show. I've only done 726, in case you ever heard about it. But we do it 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. on YouTube. And every show we have comedians, we have musicians, and we pray. So we create a place where you can start your morning with laughter and prayer. And this gentleman is coming on next week to talk about that book. I knew you were bad when I saw the book, but when I heard you speak, you're a great man. So he will be on the show. We're very proud of him.
Thank you both. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Give it up one more time. Can I have an usher, Co-Hort ushers, or Miracle Theater staff to remove the chairs and the mics? I just need one mic. All right, y'all ready for the comedy show? Say yeah. Oh my goodness. While they remove the chairs, I'll tell a little jokey joke. You feel me? I'm like, okay, wait. Save it. I paid her to do that. Y'all got your books, right? Y'all got your tickets? Let me see them in the air. Okay. So after the show, make sure you keep it, because after the show, you're going to give that, and there you go. Okay. Now y'all going to finally read. I know y'all been skipping reading, so now. I think it's really interesting, though, us as a community, that we have a hierarchy of empathy when it comes from, like, disease or, pain with other people. You ever notice that? Like, if somebody get a cut, somebody cut themselves, we care about that, right? We'll use our own alcohol, you know what I'm saying, peroxide, patch them up. Here you go. Love you. Kiss it. We'll even kiss a boo-boo. You know what I mean? We'll kiss the boo-boo, everything. When you think about, like, diabetes, we low-key side-eye diabetes. We be looking like, see, you was eating all that sugar. Now you got diabetes. That's on you. We side-eye diabetes, but we still help, though. We'll go to the refrigerator, get the insulin, shake it up for them, bring it to them. We care a little bit. What we really care about, though, is cancer. We really care about cancer. We do. We'll wear cancer ribbons every day, the fuck cancer T-shirts, you know what I'm saying? We'll shave our heads for cancer, all that. But when it comes to HIV, empathy just disappears. All of a sudden, we like, ew, nigga, how you get them letters? What is it? You feel me? How you get the H, the I, and the V, bro? That's crazy. You've been out here gallivanting, that's why. You've been out here, you nasty, right? Some people even say, oh, yeah, God gave that to you because you gay. Our empathy just drops. That's supposed to be a joke, but y'all serious. Y'all still in the, y'all feel like y'all still in the panel harsh space. We talking shit now. So y'all can laugh at this shit. Y'all was taking it serious, and then y'all had your hearts like, oh, I care. No, I care. No, we laughing now. Yeah, I forgot to slide y'all on into that. My bad. We are behind schedule, so I'm going to keep it going. Where's my paper? Let me find my paper. It's so much stuff to remember, You got to get you some notes. I'm going to introduce the first comedian. The first comedian, he's on a podcast called The Lit Outlet, right? He's most famous. You've seen him everywhere on blue parking spaces that are close to the entrance. And even though it's a stand-up comedy show, I had to invite him anyway. Put your hands together for Elias the Pita.
She put a condom on this shit like I use them. Oh, they fucked up and gave me a lot of space out here. They fucked up. I know y'all probably want to judge me and think I got shot. Nope. Her ass sat on my lap. Don't let it happen, bro. Don't let it happen to you. All right? How you doing tonight? Inglewood. How the fuck we doing tonight? Woo! We in the wood tonight, baby. We in the motherfucking wood. This weather's all fucking crazy. Reminds me of my ex. Hot, cold, wet. I'm just waiting on the fucking knives. That's all I'm waiting on. Shit, man. We doing good tonight? Where my couples at? Where my couples at? Okay. That representation is fucked up. All right? Where my single folks at? And it's cold outside and y'all came the fuck out. Y'all ain't got nobody to cuddle with at home and y'all came out. You feel me? All right, let's take it a little farther. Where my cheaters at? Ooh, I seen the whole little back section was like, ooh. Put your fucking hands down, bitch. Your man's right here. I don't know if you can tell, but obviously I'm single as a motherfucker. Ain't nobody gonna deal with all this. You know what I mean? Look, I'm so single, I'm giving new meaning to Meals on Wheels. Took a little bit, but we got it though. It took a little bit. Hey, don't let me trip though, because this dick come to your door. Fuck DoorDash. This is Dick Dash, bitch. Hey, all I'm saying is if your girl got tire tracks in her house and nobody owns a bike, focus on yourself, brother. Focus on yourself. Oh, shit, hell yeah. We at the miracle. We at the motherfucking miracle. Shit. But since I'm single shit's back in effect, right? Dick pics is back in effect. So, to let you know, I ain't a boring motherfucker at all. I ain't your little vanilla, run-of-the-mill type of motherfucker. So with me, you ain't gonna get your little 2005 hard dick next to remote control. Nah. You ain't, ooh, nasty. Yeah, she's like, it's a big remote control too. You ain't gonna get hard dick next to toothpaste bottle, and it's the hotel toothpaste so it can look bigger. Fuck that. With me, you ain't even gonna get hard dick to begin with, all right? Yeah, nah. It's a nice noodle. Yeah, it's a nice noodle. With me, it's a technological motherfucking era. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hop on Instagram, put that bitch on boomerang, grab that boy by the base, and just nasty. You know what that is. For those of y'all that don't know, that's called the helicopter. All right? Not the helicopter, not the motherfucker that chases me in downtown LA, the helicopter. I mean, think about it, love. You out with your girls, right, for mimosas or whatever the fuck, and your girl show you, look, bitch, look what my man sent me. And it's what? Hard dick next to toothpaste? You got to bust out with MVP shit, Mr. Man shit. Bitch, turn the sound on. She's like, nah, dick, it's louder. It's louder. And I understand some of the fellas in here, they ain't smiling. They ain't laughing. They don't understand. And it's probably because all they can do is, hey, I ain't here to body shame nobody. I mean, think about this. A coffee straw, thin, small, you know what I mean? Still stirs the fuck out that coffee, right? Be the coffee straw, my friend. Be the coffee straw. I feel like I'm preaching a sermon up in this bitch. I didn't even know I had that shit in me. Stop it. Oh, shit, man. Oh, fuck. Look, we're in a weird era. We're in a weird fucking age. It's 2023, going on 24, and people are actually learning from, like, Instagram and social media without fact-checking. They're just taking shit in. You don't take a dick in without checking that shit, do you? All right. Me, I got trust issues. That shit don't fly with me. Fuck that. I count my money out the ATM, bitch. I ain't the only one in here, so knock it off. All right? But there was a study done, and I hate air quotes, but it's necessary right now. I seen a study done on Instagram that said men with dark-colored beards that have red hair in their beards, the red hair is due to the acidity in pussy juice. You want to know why I didn't have to Google a motherfucking thing to find out that was bullshit? Because if pussy juice turned dark hair red, my whole head will be fucking red. My eyebrows will be red. Bitch, the hair on my armpits will be red, all right? Because when I eat pussy, I lick the back of your belly button. Oh, shit. She trying to finish me the fuck off. She trying to have me like Stephen Hawking in this bitch. Oh, shit. Hey, and that's coming from a deep sea diver, all right? Certified red wing pilot. Ooh, you nasty. I like you, bro. You right, I like you. Ooh, he like red wings. I can fly too, brother. Look, I know that divides a lot of people. It's side though, because me, in this day and age when a motherfucker can identify as a woman, as a man, I identify as anemic. Ooh, so I gotta get my blood from somewhere. I gotta get my iron from somewhere, you know what I mean? Oh, now we understand. We got dial-up today. It's not streaming, is it? All right, that's cool, that's cool. But I see we got a lot of lovely ladies. We got a lot of beautiful ladies in this motherfucker. Shout out to my ladies. Yeah. Ladies, though, man, what's up with this whole little, no, don't look at it. Stop. I haven't shaved. Oh, all right. Look, I'm going to tell y'all from the beginning. If y'all fucking with a real man, like a real motherfucker, he ain't going to give a fuck if you got a bush. He ain't going to give a fuck if the bush go to the tush, bitch. There go my nasty man again. Yeah. Shit. You got some fucking hair in your teeth right now, man. Knock it off. I'm just saying. Some people enjoy their dinner with a toothpick. I prefer floss. I mean, I gotta make sure the blood clots is gone, you know? Gotta make sure. I got to. Shit, man, that's crazy. Look, this is a story about how silly stigma is, right? It is, silly as fuck. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know the word around the block is motherfuckers in a wheelchair can't fuck. Let me clear all the bullshit up right now. I don't know about most motherfuckers in wheelchairs, but this one right here is a stick shift, bitch. Ain't no automatic right here, all right? This the chair in no return. You sit down here, you might not never get up. It's just gonna be me and you in this bitch for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Look, you heard once you go black, you never go back? Not today. Once you go chair, you ain't going nowhere. I'm just saying, you know? Got you. She trying to sit on me again. That's what it is. That's the fuck it is. Hey, we got a volunteer. We got a volunteer back there. He good to go. Shit, man. Y'all this shit. Y'all amazing. Y'all fucking amazing, man. But look, I really got to tell y'all, as able-bodied folks, y'all walkers and y'all normies really got to kick the fuck back with this baby in a wheelchair shit. You know what I'm saying? For real. Because I'm going to give you an example. Why the fuck when I go to the gym, fuck that up. Why when y'all go to the gym, it's a Tuesday. Regular fucking day. But when I go to the gym, oh my God. Look, Billy. He's such an inspiration. He's such a trooper. He's such a warrior. Bitch, I skipped leg day. Now get the fuck off. You know what I mean? Worst day of the whole fucking workout week. Y'all want to give me wheelchair the fucking year. Now get the fuck off. But look, like I said, since I'm single, right? My ex hit me up not too long ago. Trying to get back together and whatnot. But I had to tell her, you know, we got to sit down, love. Well, I mean, you got to sit down, bitch. So I tell her, I get serious, and I tell her, you and me, we're like my legs. Bitch, we just ain't gonna work. Y'all have an amazing night. What up, Wood? Love y'all.
Wait, stay right here for me. Hey, can I get the slide change all the way to the performers? Yeah, I forgot the slide change. Slide. Garrett, you sleep? Slide. There we go. Here, hold this.
I'm doing something right now. We just talking shit, but I'm doing something right now. Hey, y'all is amazing. Y'all been an amazing crowd. For real. For real, for real. Look, I'd have been shot 12 motherfucking times. I'd have been shot 12 times. Not once by Cupid, bitch. You know what I mean? But I'm here today fucking with y'all, and I appreciate the fuck out of that shit. For real. I love the fuck out of y'all. Have a good night.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, go ahead, roll up out of here. I appreciate you, man. Did he say that he was paralyzed because I sat in his lap? Did he say that? He said that, didn't he? Yeah, disconnect the ramps in this motherfucker. We go lock his ass in here. Fuck it with me. Yeah, pick this up. Pick this up. Let's see how he get home after that. Okay, Michael, no, now. See, this is why you pay him after the show. Okay. Yeah, this next comment is a mug. You gotta hold your straps. Get ready for this next one, okay? I mean your bootstraps. Your bootstraps. your bootstraps. That's yeah, no, I meant bootstraps, my bad. That's just my backpack with the strap. That's just my backpack. That's my business, my bad. She's been on Just for Laughs, New Faces, Comedy Central, Netflix is a Joke, and All Def Digital. You could catch her with her band, The Color Pink. And if you ever bring your girl around her, you could catch her taking that too. You put your hands together for Pink Fox. Slide.
One more time for Shell, y'all. Give it up for Shell. How we doing, Inglewood? Goddamn. Y'all got me down in this motherfucker. Inglewood is beautiful, man. Inglewood is beautiful. 'Cause you know, I'm from the East Coast. They be telling us stories about what used to happen down in this motherfucker. Make you not want to come down here. But I've been down here for a couple of soul food events. And I'm not going to lie. I risk getting shot in the ass for that potato salad. It's delicious. What set you repping, nigga? I don't know. Mashed potatoes, nigga. That's and greens. Fuck you, man. Shit. How we doing? God damn. Y'all look good, man. Y'all look real good this evening. It's a beautiful event that we are gathered here for, right? We're stopping. We are changing the stigma, right? Because, you can't treat motherfuckers wrong for being different and having things going on. And, we'll get more into that when I'm more educated. But for now... Yes. But for now, we're going to talk about these hoes. All right. It's like I let you know a little something about me, all right? And pay attention, because it's going to confuse you, but just pay attention and I got you, okay? So can I tell you a little bit about me? Is that cool? Okay, first things first, I'm transgender, that's right. If you can't tell me the pills are working, I'm getting my money's worth in this motherfucker. Okay, because I'm a bad bitch. Okay, I don't like the word tranny. Sometimes people see you, call you a tranny and shit like that. Gotta let you know something, it's a porn term. That's right, it's a porn term. You wouldn't call your black friend Keisha, your ebony friend Keisha if you was a white man. Don't call me no tranny when you see me in the street, motherfucker. That's right. You call me a tranny, it means you watch trannies, nigga. That means that's what you Googling. And I'm not kink shaming. I'm just saying, that's your business. Sir, put your dick away. I'm just bullshit. This ain't that kind of show. We don't all look like porn stars in this motherfucker. If you can't tell by my clothes, though, I'm a lesbian, man. I don't like dick. I don't like dick. I tell people, I might be fruity, but I prefer peach over plantain any day. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? Never fails when I get on stage, though, and tell people I'm transgender, I feel my crotch get hot. People get to stare at my crotch area, trying to see if they can find the print. I see you looking. I'm Houdini with the dick, though. I'm Houdini with the dick. You're not going to find the dick, you understand? See, when you're a comedian, that means you got some rude fucking friends. Because comedians backstage, they're rude as shit. On stage, we nice people. You know, we want to smile, make you laugh and shit. Backstage, we don't have no filter. For real. You know what I'm saying? So I told, one of my friends seen me and shit at the comedy club. And I had a skirt on, because I'm a bad bitch, right? When I come out of this, I turn some necks. So, it's true, So my homeboy looked at me one time and said, Fox, let me ask you a question, right? And I hate fucking questions, all right? Every time you tell a motherfucker you transgender, they know you transgender, here come a question, all right? I'm sick of these questions. Keep your questions to your goddamn self is what I'm saying, all right? Tell my Fox, let me ask you a question. I said, what? He said, how do you tuck it? And I give him a dumb answer because I hate that question, right? I say, easy. What I do is I tie this motherfucker to a brick, I throw it through my legs real hard, let it come over my shoulder and click it like a seatbelt. That's right, but if I pull this motherfucker out, it'll be like the scarf trick. It just keeps coming because I'm still black up here. Fuck you, man. I'm swinging. Fuck you, man. Shit. Shit. Gotta let you know. Shit. I don't like the word tranny, man. I don't like the word tranny. You see, I much prefer build a bitch. I'm a build a bitch. So I get to put my parts together. When I was a kid, though, I always see men get tense and shit when I say I'm transgender. I have to let you know something. Fellas, I'm not here for you. This ain't for you, all right? You see me in the skirt, nigga, just keep moving, all right? But your girlfriend look good to me, so I'm going to say what's up to the bitch. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm the worst type of person to fuck your girlfriend. I make your bitch my best friend. That's right. That's right. I know all kinds of shit. This is some voodoo shit, okay? You can't keep up with this. Fellas, I'm a hybrid. That's right. I'm the iPhone 15. You motherfuckers Androids. Nigga, this is... Let me tell you what you can't do. You can't, I told my girl the other night, I said, baby, let me wash your hair for you. I'm going to take your braids out. I'm going to wash your hair. I'm going to deep condition you. I'm going to eat your pussy for 45 minutes. I'm going to wash the conditioner out. I'm going to blow your shit out, and then I'm going to flat iron. And she said, I love you. I said, I know you do. And I can cook, too. That's right. Fuck you, man. These ain't jokes. I'm just up here plugging myself in case anybody look good in the audience. Don't mind me. I'm just doing what I do. You know what I'm saying? No, but when I was a kid and shit, it was easy to talk me into some shit. People talk you into shit, People, what I'm saying is I sucked a dick before, people. I'm going to tell you. It's a safe place. It's a safe place. I sucked a dick. I got to get it off my chest. I sucked a dick. All right, I sucked 2 dicks. I sucked 2 dicks. I sucked 3 dicks. I did. I sucked 3 dicks. I sucked 3 dicks in my life. It's not for me, though. It's not for me. It's not for me. Trust me, it's not for me. You know what I mean? I think the problem was it was a small dick. Kept getting lost in my mouth like a Jolly Rancher. You know what I mean? Or like ladies, when you had one too many drinks in the club and shit, trying to find a stroll and a cocktail and your high heels tipsy, man. Can't quite get your tongue on that motherfucker, you know what I mean? And then men, you need too many theatrics. Fellas, you need theatrics. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. You got to make that noise so motherfucker feel good about themselves. You know that noise. Yeah. Got to make that fucking gag noise and shit. That's bullshit. It's crazy to me because in 2023, men still don't know if they have a dick or a penis. Oh, y'all sound confused. Let me break this down for you, fellas. If you have a dick, you got to adjust that motherfucker all day. Because dick get tangled up. You know what I mean? But if you have a penis, you can just set it and forget it. You know what I mean? So go home tonight and ask your loved ones. Say, baby, do I have a dick or a penis? And if she look at you and say some shit like, well, I really enjoy our time together, you have a penis. Oh, shit. I'm only serious. I'm from the East Coast. Somebody from the East Coast in here? Hey, a couple of transplants in this motherfucker. That's right, that's right. You clapped over here? Where you from, my love? New York in the building. I could tell with them glitter laces you got in them. Well, them ain't Tim's, but they something, goddamn. Yeah, you look good. You look good, New York. I'm from Jersey, baby. That's right. Camden, New Jersey. That's right. That's right. For those who don't know, it is the Compton of New Jersey. That's right. It's fucked up. What that means is if the set don't go good, get butt naked and stick them up, nigga. It's a fucking robbery. Lock the back doors. You know what? I say that for white people, and they love it, but y'all motherfuckers took it as a challenge, and I don't fuck with that. Oh, yeah, motherfucker. You know what I mean? Somebody tell this. I was just in New York for the New York Comedy Festival and shit. I played the Apollo. That's right, 2 weeks ago. Thank you. I did the Stand. I did a couple of clubs. I did the fucking Apollo. It was crazy because, you know, I told them I was transgender, and they didn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They was like, nigga, bitch, you better be funny. All right? Your pronouns better be ha, ha, motherfucker. We don't give a shit about none of that. You could just come on with the heat. I said, you right. I came in here. I was expecting y'all to kiss my ass like they do in LA. They love my shit, you know. Shit's crazy. I got a gangster for a dad. I got a gangster for a father. That's right. I used to visit my dad in federal prison when I was a kid. And I'm an only child. My father is crazy. Shit is wild. So I got a fat father, too. Anybody else got a fat-ass father in here? Just me? Everybody else dad on keto and shit? Putting butter in his fat-ass coffee? Is that what he... My dad's the type of fat, when he sees his favorite food, he wiggles his fingers and shit like, ooh, donuts. He's a fat finger wiggling motherfucker, you know. I came out to my dad, you know, because I wanted him to know about me and shit. I think that's what we do is you know, as LGBT people, you know, we want to tell our family who we are because we feel like they don't really know us. You know, but my dad is a piece of shit. So, I'm just playing. I love him, but fuck him. You know what I mean? You got people like that in your family. So I told my dad, I said, Dad, I want to tell you something. He said, what? I said, I'm transgender. He said, fuck. What's that going to make me look like? I snapped into my comedic shit. I said, overweight, you fat motherfucker. How you been looking? I think I got to wrap it up, don't I? I got to wrap it up. Oh, man, I love y'all so much. Listen, follow me on Instagram, Comedian Pink Fox. Thank you so much. This is great. I do want to say this. I want to say this for the organization. You know, they wanted us to say something that's heartfelt about HIV and whatnot. I would have never been in Los Angeles, and my career probably wouldn't be where it is right now if it wasn't for a good friend of mine who's also trans. Her name was Brooke, and she was HIV positive. And just a super big community activist in San Diego. When I first moved to the West Coast, I lived in San Diego for like 6-7 months, and I was on my way to Sacramento. I was not coming to Los Angeles. And I didn't have any money, though, to leave San Diego, and she paid for my bus ticket. And you know, the rest is history and shit. Now I'm on Comedy Central and all that other shit. But, you know, you got to love people for people. You know, it doesn't matter what they're going through. You know, just we got to love one another a lot more because the world is crazy. And, you know, it's not about our differences, right? It's about our similarities. And so I think that that's really important that we have events like this to bring people together. So I want to thank y'all so much for having me, all right? And thank you, yeah.
Give it up for Pink Fox.
Oh, come on. Come on. All right, there we go. All right.
Give it up for Pink Fox one more time. She a wild one, man. She a wild one. Our next comedian, you've seen her in movies like Fresh, Something from Tiffany's, Past Life, and she was the lead actor in Lena Waithe's TV series 20s. Yeah, what you know about 20s? Yeah. I first was introduced through her web series. She had a web series called No More Comics in L.A., and I got a free sweatshirt before she even knew me. When she first got the show for 20s, I asked her to come on my podcast. She didn't even know me. She pulled up. And we had a great time, and we've been kicking it ever since. Please put your hands together for JoJo T. Gibbs.
How y'all doing tonight? Sorry. I thought it was a stool out here. Hold up. Let me get myself together. So happy to be back on the South Side. I used to live in South Central. Shout out to Inglewood. Inglewood, yeah. I used to, Shelly gave me a great introduction. Shout out to Shelly Shell. But before I started, woo, yes. Before I started acting, though, I used to substitute teach, and I used to substitute teach out here. And, it was cool, but, kids, they dumb, They stupid. Like, I remember I was out here in Inglewood, and I had a class, and it was all Latina kids and one black kid in the whole class, right? And this little nigga had the nerve to sneak out of class. I was so perplexed. When he got back, I said, my nigga, did you think I wouldn't realize I was alone? Like, the fuck? Like, I'm from South Carolina. I know when I'm the only black person in the room at all times, no matter the other race. Like, I was like, where'd that little nigga go? Like, he left with Julio, but I didn't even know his ass was gone, And they rude, man. They just rude. They just say whatever the fuck they want to say, I had a little class. I used to hop around, so I would do the elementary kids, too, and they the worst. Every time I had a new class, right, every single time, it never failed. I would have some kid raise their hand, the rambunctious one. And they would say, excuse me, miss, are you a girl or are you a boy? And I would say, what you think? This little motherfucker said, I think you a boy. I said, why? Because my hair short? He said, no, it's because you got wide shoulders. I said, God damn. I ain't never heard that one before. Shit, and it was trip because he sounded like Tracy Morgan when he said it's because you got wide shoulders. I was like, I fucking hate you, nigga. It's like, fuck you, Lazarus. Your mama gave you the worst fucking name in the Bible and you got the nerve to be trying to pick on somebody, nigga. That's why she pick you up late every day. I was feeling bad for your ass. They terrible. They terrible. I went and did a career day recently, right? In Crenshaw, I believe, at I don't know, the school Blue. It's barely making it. Anyway. It is. It's barely making it. They have to lock the kids in that bitch to keep them in there. I was scared. I was trying to get out. I couldn't. Anyway, one of the kids I was talking to, I was like, are you going to go to college? And she was like, no, I think I'm going to take a gap year like, Malia Obama. I was like, bitch. That was the first time in my life that I thought to myself, maybe we weren't ready for a black president. Because Obama got these niggas talking crazy. Like, what are you talking about? You live in Crenshaw, bitch. If you don't get your ass up out of here, talk about you gonna take a gap year. You are not Malia nor Sasha, bitch. Get your ass up out of here. They ain't even, Sasha just finished a degree in sociology. She said, I'm just doing my time, goddamn. Like, what the hell you gonna do with sociology? Nothing. Man, I've been wondering if I won't get, damn, you a sociologist? You love that shit. That shit hit deep. You was like, God damn, you right. That was the dumbest shit I ever did. Oh, man. Yeah, you can't do shit with that degree. I've been trying to wonder if I want kids or not because, like, as a lesbian, it's not just something you can just do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you really got to put in work, like try and do it, like, go out your way. And that, to me, I don't know. It's just, like, too much accountability. Like, my kid is going to be like, you really went out your way to bring me here. Like, you owe me. Like, no. No. Like, I don't need no motherfucker calling me in 30 years talking about, you could have done better as a parent because they went to therapy like I did my parents. Like, definitely hit them with that. But nah, during COVID, I got a dog, and that kind of let me know, maybe I shouldn't go any deeper. I was like, I don't know, because, I thought the world was going to end, so I got my, like, I Am Legend dog, but then we survived, and so did the dog, you know. So I'm like, fuck. But I love her though. I love her. I love her. I love her. But yeah, it's crazy. I just got out of a relationship recently, so I've been back on the dating scene. It's terrible. It's terrible. Yeah. Dating women is interesting, especially as a woman, right? Because it's just like I got too much access, you know? Like I went on this date recently, and the date went great. We had an amazing time talking, you know, great conversation. Then at the end, we both had to go to the bathroom, right? So we both go to the bathroom. That's fine, you know? But then we get in the bathroom, and I wasn't looking or nothing, but it was just like the type of stalls where you could like see, you know, underneath. And I just noticed that she sat her ass on the toilet, cause yeah, like as soon as I seen her knees hit a 90-degree, I was like, did this bitch? Like I almost kicked her in her ankles. Like I was so fucking mad. Like, bitch, I can't eat no public toilet pussy. You know what I'm saying? Like the date was immediately over. Like I took her ass straight home. Like I was like, I can't believe this goddamn it. And she was mixed too. I said, you must have got that from your mama's side. I don't know where you got that shit from. It was terrible. It was terrible. And then it's like the finer they are, the crazier they are. It's like a rule. Look, they know. I was talking to this bad bitch. I ain't never argued with somebody so much in my life. She gonna say to me, if you can't love me in my dark times, then you don't deserve me in my light. I was like, well, goddamn, bitch, why you got so much dark? Feel like I'm in a third world country in this bitch. Every damn 3 to 5 business days, you cutting the lights off in this motherfucker. No explanation, no conversation, just I'm in a mood. Or the motherfucking moon sitting in the wrong place tonight. I don't know, goddamn. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I'm not like y'all, shit. If I was straight, I would be like the best girlfriend ever, for real, for real. Dead ass. Especially after dealing with these bitches, it's dead ass. But I ain't had dick in so long. My pussy is basically like new. It's refurbished at this point. Like I am sitting on a gym up here. Like I know what's out here in these streets, goddamn. I know, like, for real. If I ever end up with a nigga again, he gonna have to pay a dowry for this pussy. Like my mama need 50 cows, nigga. I don't know what we gonna do with them, but ain't cow support, cause who gonna feed these motherfuckers, nigga? Not me. It's crazy. It's crazy dating though. Yeah, like LA is wild. Okay, thank you. What I'm gonna say last then? I'm like, shit. I thought we was having a good time. You know, I did realize today, like, you know, I didn't like dislike dick. I just didn't want as much as they was trying to give me. You know what I'm saying? Like dick every day? No, hell no. Like, nigga, we got to take turns or something. Like, goddamn. I was like, at this point, I think the only man that I would ever be with is like the cop that jumps out in front of traffic and slows everybody. Y'all ever seen that shit? Like swerves in traffic and makes everybody slow. That is the sexiest shit I have ever. You really gonna jump out here in LA at 5 o'clock and tell everybody stop. And you bet not pass him either, goddamn. That is the sexiest shit. I ain't gonna lie. For some reason, every time I see it, it make my coochie thump. Like, I can't explain it. Like, I don't even know what he looked like, but I be like, damn, daddy, like, how you get this job? Like, what, you gotta be like a leader or something, you know? Like, I just wanna talk to him, you know? That's power. Anyway, y'all been fun. Thank you. My name is JoJo T. Gibbs. Y'all get home safe. Be blessed.
it up for JoJo T. Gibbs. That's what I'm talking about. Funny as shit, funny as shit. It's time to give away some free stuff. I'm about to give away some free stuff. Who wants some free stuff? Get your raffle tickets out. You want some free stuff? Get your raffle tickets out. I'm about to call. Let me get an audience member to come pull so I don't. Come on, Diamond. Come on, Diamond. Come on, Diamond. Welcome, Diamond Xavier. Come on. Yeah, you got to come up here, Diamond. You got to come. No, that's for him. Yeah. We were supposed to disconnect that. All right, Diamond Xavier, this is the TGI project coordinator. Give it up for that. All right, who's the first winner? You're going to get a gift card from Smart and Final. Okay, y'all like Smart and Final, huh? Y'all got excited about that. We could have got Ross. Okay, 1985, 1985. 19, check you. Come on, it's the lottery. 1985. Going once. Oh, wait, we got a 1985? Wait, he needed, no. He don't got his glasses. Is it 189? Somebody help him out. Somebody read that for him. Okay, come on down. 189. Let me get an usher. Let me get a Co-Hort usher. Okay, Drew, that's what I'm talking about. You're directing and helping. Right there. Check the ticket. Check the ticket. There's too many hands over there. 1985. Yeah. Y'all trying to get over at the comedy. Turn the lights up. Turn the lights up. They trying to get over on the. Okay, all right. That was real. We got another one. Get your tickets out. Come on. All right, Diamond, what's that?
1902.
Okay, are they cheating over there? Okay, because that's right. That's kind of weird. Let's shake this up. Hold these. Hold this. Let me shake them up, because that's kind of weird. Y'all sitting next to each other. I don't know. Shake these tickets up. So. Yeah, shake it up, because they sitting right next to each other. Come on, man. You got to wake up pretty early in the morning to fool me. All right. What's the next one, Diamond? It was 1903. Who ticket is that? No, sweetie. No. I'm sorry, no. You can't. Take her tickets out. Take her tickets out.
2098.
2098. 2098 going once? Okay. Let me get her smartphone. Come on, girl. That's my price is right. There you go. Yeah. Woo, yeah, that's the energy. Now that's the energy I need. I'm giving away Smart and Final gift cards. Y'all act like they're not Smart and Final gift cards. That's the energy I need right there. Diamond, give me another one. Only an energetic. Find me another energetic winner like that. Here we go. What is it?
2070.
2070. Woo! Oh, you playing? Oh, y'all be doing, no, they be doing that. They do that at every meeting. Here we go in the back. Hey, that's the homie right there. Pull up. Okay, all right.
Oh, wow.
Okay, we're going to do one more. Can you pull up the slide, the trivia, HIV trivia slide? No, you got to read that when you're cheating. Last one.
2017.
2017. That was a good year. All right. Last one. Thank you. Give it up for Diamond. Let me get this going. Okay, right now, we're going to do some HIV trivia to see if y'all was paying attention. All right, for this next gift card, let me see. Let me pick an audience member. You already know I'm about to pick you, Key. You know I am. Come on up here, Key. Come on. Give it up for Key. We got a Gen Zer in the building. That's what I'm talking about. We got to be inclusive in here, right here. We got the youngsters, our little sisters right here. Look how much she want to be here. You feel me? Thank you so much. Tell them your name.
You already said it.
That's right, Key. No, she said Key. Pull up a trivia for Key. Let me see if you was paying attention, Key. Pull up, slide. I said slide. I'm going to just slide it, Garrett. There we go. Now, that's an easy one, Key. AIDS and HIV are the same thing, true or false?
False.
All right, here you go. There you go. Oh, now you're happy. You see? Okay. Oh, why is it false? That's a good question. Who knows why it's false? Lilith? Go ahead. That's right. HIV is a virus, and AIDS is a syndrome, right? AIDS is the last stage of HIV, right? People usually, their immune system is so low, they usually, succumb to their, to like pneumonia. You don't die from HIV. It's usually like pneumonia or something because your immune system is so low. It's a difference. All right, let me see. One more. Let me get, okay. Is that Kiara? Kiara. No, I'm sorry. Kiara. Come on, Kiara. Come on up here. Give it up for Kiara. Kiara in the building. She is a vegan chef. You can catch her modeling on IG, okay? Doing all the things. Let me get a trivia for Kiara. Okay, this is cool. Magic Johnson was diagnosed with what viral infection? Was it Instagram? Because that's a viral infection we don't talk about. Was it AIDS? Was it that pneumococcal? That pneumococcal was on the rise. Or was it HIV? What was Magic Johnson diagnosed with?
HIV?
Correct, HIV. Give it up. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Let me see who else in here. Who in the building? Let me see who in the building. Oh wait, you got a red jacket on right there? Yeah, you. Yeah, you. Come on. Come on up here. Come on up here. Come on. You got the red jacket on. It's World's AIDS Day. You want to come up here. Come on. You don't wear a red jacket and not want to be seen. Come on. Let me get a trivia for her. Let me get another trivia. Okay, we talked about this. Oh, you got your prep shirt on? You're going to know this question then. Okay. What does U equal U mean? Is it U equal ugly? That's, okay, who we talking about, right? You need context for that. Because sometimes it is U equal ugly. Is it undetectable in terms of HIV? Is it undetectable equals untransmittable? Or is it an algebraic equation for unity? I made that up, Drew, because you was like, okay. Which one is it?
Undetectable equals untransmittable.
Congratulations. There we go.
So when people get tested for HIV, there's a level below detection, but the machines have gotten better and better. So sometimes somebody might say the result might be 25 copies or 50 copies, and that's still low enough to be untransmittable. So it's very important to realize that if people stay on their medication, they can't transmit HIV. So along with their own health, they're preventing transmission.
What's your name? What's your name?
Naina Harawa.
Naina Harawa. You sound like somebody that would know that. Huh? Doctor. Oh, okay, you played us. You played us. You was a doctor the whole time. Okay. Okay. I see you, doctor. You got me. You had me. Let me get one more slide. Okay, what does viral load mean in terms of HIV? Is it the amount of HIV in the blood of someone who has HIV? Is it being TikTok famous for having HIV? Or is it carrying the burdens, the load, if you will, of having HIV? What is it? Right, come on, right there with the jacket. Come on up here. Come on up here. Yeah, you. You raise your hand. Come on, baby. You can step on that ramp. You can disconnect it. We don't. Okay, which one is the answer?
It's the first one. It's the amount of HIV in the blood for someone who has HIV.
Okay, bonus question. Oh, okay, it got deep. Bonus question. What viral load do you have to be undetectable?
Viral load? Below 25 copies. 25 copies or less.
Yeah. You right. That's what I had said. That's absolutely right. Below 25 copies. Everybody know that. let me give our last trivia slide. I said, Garrett, let me get our last trivia slide. Because it's a button, bro. Like, you just... Okay. All right, this is a good one. Oh, we got people that want to know this one. All right, Dominique, is that your hand up? Come on, man. That's my friend right there, Dominique. The question is, how many people have been cured of HIV? He got his ribbon on. Yeah, got your fedora. I hope you get this right, man, because I... Okay, he don't know. Okay. Yeah. How many people have been cured of HIV?
That would be 0, ma'am.
Yeah, he said that's your confidence. Wrong answer. He said it with confidence and politely. 0, ma'am. You can go ahead and have a seat. No, that's not good. That's not good. Thank you, Dominique, for coming. Appreciate your support. Don't just go ahead and walk it on out. That ain't correct. That ain't correct. Lil Leaf, scream it out for me. 5 people have been officially cured of HIV. Can I get the slide? Can you give her the card? Here are the 5 people. On the day of remembrance, remember these names. Timothy Ray Brown, he was considered the Berlin patient. Adam, the London patient. We got Mark Frankie, the Dusseldorf patient. Damn, I'm feeling like I need some hooked on phonics to do this. Then we have, this was very interesting to me. It's a woman was cured, but she hasn't come forth publicly. So we don't know her name, but she was cured. And today, I met Paul Edmonds, the City of Hope patient. He's the 5th patient to be cured of HIV. So on today, World AIDS Day, these names are a beacon of hope that we are in the right direction. All right, y'all have fun with that? All right, I got you. Listen. Let's move back on to the comedy show, okay? Y'all saw him earlier. He was on our panel. So you heard some of his accolades. I just want you to know he's the most genuine and positive comedian that I've ever met. His love is contagious. He's a fixture in the comedic history. He's everybody over 60 favorite comedian. Now, I know y'all was wondering where y'all seen him from, Mike, for some people my age, okay? Now, y'all remember House Party 3? Y'all remember that? Okay. I'm going to show you you already know what scene he was in. I got you. Close your eyes and then open them again. Did y'all do it? Close your eyes and open them again. That's the scene he was in House Party 3. So now that y'all remember, put your hands together for the incomparable Michael Collier.
Hey, how y'all doing? This one? Oh, you got one over there? No, take that one. That one got a condom on it. Hold the safe one. How y'all doing? Okay, I was really expecting a much better applause. Okay, I don't blame you. Could be that fucked up introduction. So I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go on back outside. I'm gonna introduce my damn self. And this time, people, let me tell you something. I drove here from Palmdale. You know what the fuck Palmdale is? You pass Coyote, the Roadrunner, all the motherfuckers. I drove all the way here. They told me this shit gonna start at 7, we be done at 8. I'm just getting on stage, okay? I have sacrificed for you motherfuckers. And I come out here with this little bullshit ass applause like y'all ain't never been in public. Motherfuckers better get it right, goddamn it, have me come way the fuck down here like country ass. Ladies and gentlemen, some of you recognize him from his specials on HBO or Showtime. Some of you know him as Showboat from House Party 3. Some of you know him as Gina's boss on Martin, Mr. Whitaker. Some of you know him as one of the baddest motherfuckers in the game. From South Side of Chicago, get your hands together for Michael Callier! Oh, you people are much too kind. All right, good. Let's get started. Get your energy up. How y'all feel? Y'all good? Okay, how y'all doing? Hey, I'm Michael Callier. Some of y'all know me, some of you don't, and that's really good. Because though you know me, you already heard the jokes I'm telling. Those that don't know me, this is some new shit for y'all. But I don't actually need nobody but that motherfucker right there. You laugh your ass off. I need 4 of you, and I just take you all over the country. You off the fucking chain. What's your name? Omar, you are great. Great laugher. Can we get an applause for the comedians? All the comedians who came up before me. There were 3. They were hilarious. Pink Fox. I'm confused about Pink Fox. I don't believe that she's tranny. I think she's playing transsexual so she can get pussy. I know you. I've been with you. No, I've been to the Comedy Store with her. This woman, this guy, what the fuck? Whatever. More gorgeous women is with this motherfucker than anybody. When I knew him when he was a fella, women wouldn't talk to his ass. Now he got every ooh, I love your scam. I'm thinking about getting in. Okay, listen. JoJo is a cold piece of work. I don't know the first gentleman in the wheelchair, but I think we should applaud him just because he does this game. He gets out here in this chair and does his humor. And JoJo is cold. She's an actress. She's a comedian. And so this was great from the very beginning. You know, we came in. We got a chance to talk about stuff. Some of y'all actually know what's going on. Some of y'all ain't got fucking clue. But you're with me. I don't know much either. But to do all of this and then give stuff away, and then I love the quiz where you have to actually know a little bit about what's going on and comedy. But the coldest part of all of it, what's that little motherfucking thing we ate? Empanadas, goddammit. Did y'all have the empanadas? Them motherfuckers good. You hear me? $5, and they got a sauce. I dipped that motherfucker. Look, I'm going to get started in a minute. But before I get started, let me just say this. I've never worked this room before, so I don't really know you motherfuckers. So I don't know what's funny to you. So I'm going to start out with a tester joke. It's not an ordinary tester joke, my friend. No, it's a time release joke. You know, like an Excedrin. Ooh, like a hand grenade. Throw that motherfucker 7, 8, and that motherfucker blow up. Okay, at first, ain't but about, let me look. Ain't but about 7 of y'all go even get this shit. And then slowly, the laughter is going to ripple. Okay, watch. Walks past the cemetery. As he passed the cemetery, a hearse comes out. Start driving alongside the brother. Brother didn't think nothing of it till the hearse took off and the casket, the coffin, rolled out the hearse and starts rolling towards the brother. Well, the brother started bagging up. But the coffin kept rolling towards the brother. Brother turned and started walking. But the coffin kept rolling toward the brother. Brother started jogging. But the coffin kept rolling toward, brother took off running. Ran to his house, ran up the front stairs, went to the front door, slammed it, and locked it. The coffin rolled up the stairs. Knocked down the front door. Brother ran down the hall, made a right turn, went to the bathroom, closed the door, locked it. The coffin rolled down the hall, knocked down the bathroom door. Brother opened the medicine cabinet, grabbed a bottle of cough syrup, threw it at the coffin, and the coffin stopped. Ma'am, the coffin. Woo, we lost a whole bunch of motherfuckers on that one. I told you. People, let me tell you something. If you don't pay attention, God damn it, people, you will not get these jokes. Now I'm going to try one more complicated joke. And God damn it, ma'am, pay attention. Okay. A woman gathers a bunch of her friends. She says, come on, everybody. Come on. Everybody, come on. We're going to have a party. We're going to have an emotions party. Everyone has to dress like an emotion. It's going to be fabulous. Day of the party. Music's playing. Doorbell rings. I get it. Open the door. There's a guy standing all red. Red hat, red suit. She says, wow, what emotion are you? He says, I'm rage. She said, well, everybody rages here. Come on in. You're going to love the party. Okay, a couple minutes later, doorbell rings. I got it. Open the door. There's a guy standing all green. Green hat, green alligator shoes. He said, wait a minute, let me guess. Envy? He says, yes, I'm envy. She said, well, everybody envies here. Come on in. You're going to love the party. You got to try the punch. Okay, a couple minutes later, doorbell rings. I got it. Open the door. Guy standing there butt naked. Butt naked. Dick as hard as a rock. On the tip of his dick was a pear. Big ass pear. She says, well, what emotion are you? He says, I'm fucking despair. Okay, I'm just do two more jokes and I'm gonna get started. Now look. So this woman goes into the pharmacy. She says, hi, Mr. Pharmacist. I'd like some arsenic, please. Pharmacist said, lady, what you gonna do with that arsenic? She said, I just want to poison my husband. Pharmacist said, lady, I can't give you no arsenic to poison your husband. So the lady reached in the pocket, pulls out a pitcher, sets it on the counter. Pharmacist picked up and looked at it. It was a picture of his wife making love to her husband. He said, oh, damn, you didn't tell me you had a prescription. Okay, I'm just do one more, I'm getting started. I'm just sort of tenderizing y'all, get you ready for my shit. Okay, one more. The father calls home, and a little girl answered the phone. He said, baby, this your daddy. Put your mom on the phone. She said, I can't get it. Mom's upstairs in the bedroom with Uncle Jody. Father said, you ain't got no Uncle Jody. She said, yes, I do, Daddy. He's upstairs in the bedroom right now. Father said, look here, what I want you to do. Set the phone down, go on to the foot of the stairs, and yell up, hey, Mama, Daddy just pulled up in the driveway. Then come on back. Let me know what happened. Came back 5 minutes later. He said, baby, tell me what happened. She said, Daddy, you're not going to believe this. I did just what you suggested. I went to the foot of the stairs. I yelled up, hey, Mama, Daddy just pulled up in the driveway with Mama. Come running out the bedroom butt naked. Now she tripped on that little rug. You keep top of the stairs, fell down, hit her head 4, 5 times, knocked herself out. The father said, oh my God, what happened to Uncle Jody? Uncle Jody clammed out the window, jumped into the swimming pool. He didn't realize you drained the pool. 2 weeks ago, father said, pool? Wait a minute. Is this 568 777? It was the wrong number, sir. Okay, we're gonna do one more. Some of these kick in when you halfway home. You know what I'm saying? You'll be driving, you'll go, what the fuck? So two hillbillies walking across a big old field. And one of them say, hey, I gotta take a dump. The other one say, why the hell you telling me? He said, well, I ain't no place to go. He said, fool, we're in the forest. Why don't you go on behind one of them big old trees? So the guy go behind the tree, get through doing a bit, and he yell out, hey, what I'm supposed to wipe myself with? Ain't no big leaves or nothing around here. His partner said, just use $1. So he come back out 5 minutes later, shit all in his hands, shit between his fingers, shit under his fingernails. His partner said, damn, that's nasty. He said, oh no, this ain't shit. You should see the 2 quarters and the 5 dimes. Okay, ma'am, I didn't mean to make this a math problem. Okay, somebody, no, she like, it was 70, 80. Was that 5 dimes? I think he said 5. Hey, I'm your boy Michael Collier, world famous, world renowned, often talked about, alleged comedian, a gentleman, and a scholar, intellectual giant, and a pool of mental midgets, and a connoisseur of fine haberdasheries. And folks, I know if you're anything like me, you probably like them 2 people leaving. You got places to go and people to do. See y'all. Bye. Don't the whole room just feel better? Okay, so anyway. See, the good thing about my job is I get my money before I come on stage, so I don't give a fuck. You ain't got to laugh, motherfuckers can get up and leave. I don't give a fuck. When my time is up, pow, I'm out this bitch. See you later. Is that a white dude? Sir? Sir? That's a lady. That's the camera lady. Okay, I'm sorry. Bring them lights down. Bring them lights. All right, I'm going to just do one last joke, and I'm going to get started. A hooker jumps in a cab, said, take me to the house. Now, when they got there, the cab driver told her how much it was. She said, look, I ain't got no money. She pulled her dress up. She said, you can take it out of this here. Cab driver turned around, looked at it, and said, excuse me, ma'am, but do you have something a little smaller? Okay, all right, listen. Let me just say a couple of things before we get started. I love comedy, but I also love profanity. And although I love profanity, I don't like vulgarity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I like cuss words. Fuck, suck my dick, fuck all you motherfuckers. But I don't like vulgarity. People just gonna cuss just because they can cuss. Just gonna say pussy. Just because they can say pussy. Pussy. Pussy, pussy, pussy. See, I ain't that kind of motherfucker. But I will say this about pussy. Let me make sure I say this right. Oh, here's the best way to say it. Okay. Pussy is good. Succulent, tasty, delicious. Pussy so good, women even like it. Nah, pussy good. Pussy good. But this is where I had the problem. And Fox, you might be able to recognize what I'm saying here. I was at the Improv last week, and this motherfucker on stage talking about eating ass. Now, we got food on the motherfucking table. He talking about, whoa! I know one thing, I will never eat ass again. And I'm going to say this. No, too salty, much too salty. Now, listen, one more thing. I'm going to get started. I really come to talk to you today about my mama. But I really can't say that about my mama until I say something about your mama. So let me just start with your mama. Your mama is the greatest family member you'll ever experience. Oh, your father might be cool, your brothers and sisters might be all right, but your mama is the shit. Let me tell you something. Your mama believed in you before you believed in your damn self. And for many of us, mama is the first God any of us ever knew. Oh, you got these people call themselves your ride or die friends. Shit. Get in trouble. See if you can find them motherfuckers. Your mama is going to stick with you through thick or thin. You can kill a motherfucker. I'm not talking about no accident. I'm talking about it on purpose. Yeah, cut a motherfucker up in a million pieces. Make a lampshade out their backbone. Your mama is going to be the one in court with your crazy ass, okay? She's the one holding the Bible. My baby didn't do that. You don't know my baby. My little Mike ain't stabbed nobody no 44 times. If you still have your mother alive and well today, you're living an amazing blessing that you may not realize. A lot of times we don't miss the water till the well is dry. And mama is the real deal. Holyfield. My mother is my first hero and my greatest friend. She came to these shows when you motherfuckers wouldn't come. Wouldn't be but 7 people in the whole house, pretty much like tonight. And my mother would be here. Oh, she'd sit over there for a while. She'd laugh. She'd get up, move over there. Sit down, laugh. Get up, move way over there. Sit down, laugh. Get up, come to the middle. Sit down, laugh. Made the shit feel like a crowd. Okay, and although she was my best friend and my greatest hero, most importantly, she was my mother. And she took that job very seriously. My mom ain't take no shit. She was 5'0" with a heart of gold and a fist of fury. She raised 5 men and she wished a motherfucker would. My mama invented the backhand lick. Anybody here never had backhand lick? Anybody know what that is? Little Mexican lady over there. You know backhand lick? Do you know backhand lick, ma'am? No? Okay. Backhand lick is when your mama driving, okay, and you in the back seat fucking up. Now, she told you to knock it off. She told you 2-3 times, but you just keep on with your little giggly shit. Finally, your mama lean back, slap the shit out you, get you with all 4 knuckles. She wearing jewelry and shit. Still, don't throw the car off. Do it again. Do it again. I bet you won't do it again. I have to tell you again. I bet you I won't have to tell you again. I will slap the taste out your mouth. Don't let me come back there. My mother invented that, okay? I see kids nowadays talk back to their parents. That shit ain't never happened in my house. My mother would rather motherfucking die before she let one of her children disrespect her. White kids talk back. They get time out. Black kids talk back. They get knocked the fuck out. You hear me? I'm currently doing a one-man play about my mother and myself and my addiction. It's called Michael Collier's Mama. If you like your mama, you're going to like this play. I'm doing 100 cities. I've done 8 so far. I only got 92 to go. But listen, although I've only done 8 cities, I've done 58 performances. And lately we took it to the National Black Theater Festival where I met. Y'all know about National Black Theater Festival? This is the most people in a room in months that I've heard more than 2 people know what that festival is. Most black people don't even know anything about it. You know, we've been there since 1979. Every 2 years, 2,000 people descend on Winston-Salem, North Carolina for theater. We take over every theater in town, not just legitimate theater, but every movie theater, and do 7 to 9 plays every day for 7 days. All the top black actors, they all show up. Some actors you ain't seen in a while, but you recognize them. Some be like, damn, I thought that motherfucker was dead. Anyway, I took my play down there. Ben Vereen came to see it. He loved it. He came the second day. He loved it, so now he's helping me prepare it for Broadway. But the thing that was greater than that is I met the woman I love. Now, I have been in 3 long-term relationships. I haven't been single since 1978. Okay, I married my high school sweetheart, and in 78, and that lasted, we was married 12 years, we was together 6 months. That shit didn't work. Okay, the second one, I was married for 24 years, but we was together 28 years. That was all right, but when the thing is over, it's over. And the last relationship I was in, almost 10 years, but that one pretty much fell apart because the bitch is a vegan. Okay, I'm sorry. Are the vegans here? Where my vegans? Where my vegans? Where you at, my vegans? Fuck all y'all. Okay, let me tell you something. I'm eating chicken and y'all can kiss my ass. And she was a brutal vegan. If I be eating chicken, she's like, oh, I see you're having caucus tonight. Okay, so, man, see, here's the thing. I like chicken. Black people like chicken. There's folks here ain't black. Y'all might not know this. Black people love chicken. And when the thing is a stereotype, I mean, if it's true, it is not a stereotype. I could prove black people love chicken. Sir, remember they had a thing called mad cow disease? Black people ain't say shit. Remember they had a thing called swine flu? Black people ain't say a motherfucking thing. Let them fuck with them chickens. It's going to be an uprising in this bitch. When I eat chicken, I am doing the Lord's work. Ha ha! You laugh if you will, but I can explain myself. See, God created everything with a purpose. What's the purpose of a chicken? If it ain't to eat the chicken, chicken ain't going to do shit for you. Chicken ain't going to bring in a newspaper. Chicken ain't going to protect your house. You can't even make a fucking chicken coat. You can't do shit with a chicken, but eat the chicken. When I eat a chicken, the Lord smiles. But my ex, she's like, I won't eat anything that ever had a heart or a face. Wow! Man, that's a level of kindness that I simply cannot understand. Let me tell you something. No, because I almost understand it. I went to my favorite restaurant. It's here in Los Angeles, Chinois in Santa Monica. Wolfgang Puck, Chinois. Anybody know it? You know Chinois? Chinois is fabulous. It's an Asian-themed seafood restaurant where you could sit at the counter and watch the celebrity chefs do their magic, and I experienced that. The chef had a thin skillet. He put it on the fire. It was a big flame. And then he took olive oil, very healthy, sir, olive oil, and he put that in the skillet. And the skillet got hot. And then he took a crab, a live crab, and put it in that hot oil. And the crab ran around screaming, eat, eat, and died. I thought that was the cruelest shit I'd ever seen in my life. But when I dipped that motherfucker in that sauce, nigga, side order coleslaw, please. That motherfucker was tasty and delicious. I'm sorry, I get off point. Let me go back. So when I got this last relationship, which was crazy, and it was harsh, and this stuff didn't feel right. And I got to a point where I said, fuck that, I'm not getting in no more relationships. I mean, I'm gonna be fucking, but I'm not getting in no more relationships unless someone perfect walks in the door. And then almost 2 years later, my baby walked up to me. She's in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, owns the #1 soul food restaurant in Winston-Salem, named after her, Simply Sonia. And I apologize to my mama when I say this, but she makes a better salmon croquette than my mama. My mama's held that title for 64 years. First of all, she fine as frog's hair. You ever seen frog hair? You can't see it. It's too motherfucking fine. You hear me? She owns 3 restaurants now. She's opening the 3rd one. And I know I love her because 3 months into it, I went to God and I said, God, even if this doesn't work, I will forever be grateful to have ever felt the way I feel right now, and the way I've been feeling since I met her 15 months ago in August. And another way I know is because I don't objectify women anymore. I've objectified women my entire life. Even when I'm standing with another woman, I see a woman go back, damn, some nice titties, look at that ass. Wonder if she swallows. But now, I wouldn't give a fuck who you are. I love Beyonce and Rihanna. They could both be standing here butt naked with 2 hands full of $100 bills. All I can think about is Sonia. She has given my heart something extra to throb about. I don't need no motherfucking alarm clock. I pop up in the morning ready to go. I'm walking 35%. Oh, she a bad motherfucker. So anyway, I got to tell you my Stevie Wonder story. So I met this woman. By 3 months in, I know I was in love with her. And I know she the one because she came to my house the following year for Christmas. This past Christmas last year, she came to the house, and I thought I had a burglar in the house after the Christmas party. So I'm walking up the stairs, and that little wall, anybody got that door in your roof where you go in and put insulation? Anybody have one of those in your house? No? So I had to go up, and I'm coming up the stairs, and that door is wide open. I've been living there 3.5 years. That motherfucker ain't never been open. So I walk into my room briskly, and my baby said, well, what's going on? I said, I think we have an intruder. So I pulled out the guns. I said, do you know how to use a gun? And she said, no, but give it to me. Let me tell you, man, she's standing there. I knew she didn't know how to use the gun. I gave her the gun, and her arm was bent like this. That means your arm broke. They call it your arm broke. You can't shoot like that. If you shoot like that, the power from the gun throws the bullet back, and it hits you in the face with the gun. So I had to have a lock her elbow, but I will never forget, as long as I live, her standing there with a 9mm, me with a 38, and we cussing the whole out. You better come out of there, motherfucker. We're going to kill you, your mama, your ancestors. I'll kill your motherfucking dreams, bitch. Wasn't nobody in the hole. We didn't know, but what I did know is if some shit go down, she gonna stand with me even if she doesn't know how to. I see your light. What y'all paid me, you better let me do this shit. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. I know we in overtime. I only mention her because she has changed my DNA. And not just my physical, but my intellectual, my spiritual, my mental DNA. All I can think about is her, and every single day, my life gets better. Every single solitary day, because she actually is working with me. See, in relationship, you got one or two things. You either got a teammate or a motherfucking opponent, you know? And this one is a teammate. So I ran out of time if I could do my whole story. I had all kind of shit. But I'm going to do 3 quick jokes. 3 jokes, and I go. All right, okay. All right. Okay, so this guy had amnesia. Couldn't remember a damn thing. So every place he went, he kept a little coat pocket. Now, in that book, he kept all this pertinent information in alphabetical order. That way, somebody asks him a question, he look it up in the book. See? See, lady? Anyway, the guy man is on business. He walks up, another guy walks up to him and says, pardon me, sir, pardon. Is your name Mr. Smith, Mr. John Smith? The guy reaches to pocket, pulls out the book. He says, excuse me, names. My name. Smith. Yeah, my name is Mr. Smith. He said, fine, Mr. Smith, you ever been to Chicago before? The guy says, travel. Chattanooga. Yeah, I was in Chicago. He says, fine. While I was in Chicago, did you happen to meet Mrs. Myron Breckenridge? The guy says, acquaintance. Breckenridge. Yes, I met Miss Breckenridge. He said, fine. While you was there, did you happen to have an affair with Mrs. Breckenridge? The guy says, affairs. Yeah. I had an affair with Mrs. Breckenridge. He said, well, I'm Mr. Breckenridge. And I don't like it. Got the book said opinions. Damn, I didn't either. Okay, next one. Any construction workers in the house? For real? You do construction? What's your name? Robert, you're going to love it. Okay, it's the construction. I don't get the last two jokes, ma'am. I'm going to run out of here. Okay, so it's the construction. This guy was the foreman of the construction site, was trying to talk to his man way up on top of the building. Okay, now the guy on top of the building couldn't hear him, so he had to talk to him in sign language. Now, since I'm going to do this in sign language, I'm going to do it twice. That way you get on both. Okay, fuck it. He said, I need to see you. I need to see you. So guy on top of the building, start doing this. First guy say, what the fuck? Well, maybe he didn't understand me. Let me try it one more time. I need to see you. This guy started doing this. He said, motherfucker. So he gets on that utility elevator. He goes all the way to the top floor. He said, Bobby, didn't you understand me when I said, I need to see you? He said, yeah, I said I'm coming, motherfucker. I said, what? I said I'm coming. What? Okay, prior to the last joke, I just want to do a couple of announcements. It was so amazing that Stevie, I went to do a show, and Stevie Wonder was there, and I talked about my wife, and he says he's coming to sing at the wedding. He said, tell Michael I'm going to sing A Ribbon in the Sky for his wife at the wedding. And he put that shit on video. When I got home, it was on a video. I left the room. He had come up on stage. Michael, when is the wedding? I'm going to sing. Right? So I don't know if he was going to really sing or not, but I got the motherfucking video. I done ran the shit 9 times on my show. But 2 days before the wedding, his people called, put him on a 3-way. He said, Michael, I'm going to keep my word. I'm going to sing. And the next day, wedding, motherfucker didn't show up. Okay, so Sunday, he called and apologized. I said, you don't owe me no apology, but I gave my wife the phone so we could meet her. He had us instead come over to his studio, and he's doing new music, yo. Stevie Wonder's about to drop new music, and he let us hear it for the first time to make up for that. But I just want you to know, my wedding was here November 4th, First Methodist Church of North Hollywood. 200 people showed up from all over the world. It was fucking amazing. If you think the marriage was something, you wait. When you think the wedding was something, wait till you see the marriage. Leave you with this. I'm doing 5 things I want you to look at. First of all, on Amazon, I have my new children's book. It's called Little Bobby White. It's about a little black kid who wins all the time because he always chooses to do the right thing. I do a morning show 5 days a week on YouTube. It's called The Michael Collier Morning Show, 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. You're going to love it. I guarantee we have games and everything. Y'all, the people in this show, they know it. Third, iHeart fucked up, gave me my own deal. So I have a podcast on iHeart called Michael Talks to Everybody, and I'm talking to everybody. And also I have 2 movies just came out on BET+. One is called The Miss Pat Show. Y'all know Miss Pat Show? So I'm doing the Christmas edition. I play the Santa Claus that gets fired and turns out and saves the whole day, but Debbie Allen directed it. And then I have a second film called So Fly Christmas, where Tashina Arnold is my daughter, Jack Kay is my wife, Tommy Davison is the minister, and Terry J. Vaughn directed it. So all that stuff, just go to my webpage, therealmichaelkai.com. It'll tell you where I am. I love y'all. I love this organization. Y'all are amazing. Thank you. so much. I appreciate it.
Give it up for Michael Collier. Give it up, man. Oh, my goodness. Y'all had a good time? That's what I'm talking about. Let's take one more moment to remember World AIDS Day and why we're here. If anybody would like to say a name of somebody they want to remember who have transitioned or who is still living, this is the time.
Hello, everyone. Etherine Hayes, that's my mom. She was living with HIV, and I got involved after that. And this is my beautiful, beautiful spouse who's been HIV positive for over 34 years. So I'm here to support all Red Ribbon Warriors.
Hi, everyone. Great show. Wonderful time. Tam Tam is my name. And this is my road dog, my friend, my sister. I love her. She's been living with HIV for over 30 years. And I had 35. And I just have so much respect for you, sister. I love you.
Hi, everyone. Respect for my cousin who lived with HIV. His name was Todd Forbes. Nathaniel Forbes, everyone called him Todd.
Thank y'all so much for strengthening community relationship, for being here, for showing up. This has been Stigma's Silly Comedy Show, and I've been your host, Shelly Shell. Thank y'all so much. For the people who won the books, come on up these stairs to the back. Can I get 3 cohort members back here with me? Wait, hold on. Wait, one second. Let me get the 3 cohort members first. Tony, Alyssa. So just take their ticket and then give them a book. Okay. Real easy. And Uzo, thank you. Go in the back, take their ticket and give them a book. Take their ticket and give them a book. You can take them all the way back there. They can go. Go ahead. You got your ticket?